Welcome to the studio. I'm going to talk about morning pages and where I'm at with it. The reason I wanted to make a quick video, so the angle's a bit wonky, I'm using my camcorder and not my nicer camera, but I just want to share this quickly actually in response to a comment I got. But before I go to that comment, it's now 5:37 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm supposed to be editing a video for my main channel, John Rogers Walks, and I've just done my morning page, my one-page morning page, which I did at I wrote here. It's 5:17 p.m. basically, and I wrote a page because I do need to get on with the editing. Now I'm doing this, but that was because I think there's been some great comments about people's morning pages journeys, and it was really wonderful to hear people starting their morning pages in response to my videos when I started as well. You know, that was part of the purpose of this channel. One of the purposes of this channel was to share that morning pages journey. It's a little bit of an accountability thing, and to do little quick updates like this, to share that kind of process with you, to give me someone to talk to about it, you. And then to hear people come back and say, yeah, I've been doing it now, and they're checking in and giving me their updates. I love it so much. I think it's really important for me as also to be honest with my updates with you in that. And this comment, I won't read the whole thing, but somebody said, look, I'm really struggling with it. I don't have the time in the morning. I've been doing it within 5 minutes of waking every day, but there simply isn't anything in my head at that time of day. I end up writing do's and don'ts and what next for 20 to 30 minutes. I've got tiny handwriting. And basically said, look, it's consuming a valuable half an hour of my morning that I can ill afford, is what the person wrote. I completely relate to that. And although in previous morning pages up videos, I've said I've done it continuously for the last however many days it is. I do it first thing, I do it in bed. And that was definitely true at that time. But since I did my last update, I've not followed that at all. Yes, half the week I will do, or half the time of my morning pages, I'll be doing it first thing in the morning when I'm laying in bed. But sometimes, yeah, I need to just get straight up out of bed and get on with the day. Things beyond my control. I don't always have the luxury of spending 20 minutes in bed to do morning pages. Sometimes I have to get up. I'm woken up by somebody who needs something. I have to go somewhere. I have to do something. And I roll with it, so I don't follow that rule. And also lately, it's 3 sides ideally, but half the week, maybe not half the week, but certainly I'd say 40% of the time, splitting hairs there a little bit, aren't I? I'm writing 2 pages, like today, I've done one page. It's quite a big book, it's B5. And obviously, the other 60% of the time, I'm doing 3 sides, and that's fine. But if I either don't have time to do the 3 sides, if I feel like it's becoming a chore, I stop. If I think that's it now, I want to go and have my breakfast, or, I did my morning pages in the morning, but I had to go somewhere on a train to shoot a video. And so I did it on the train, which was great. I mean, not the way apparently you're supposed to do it. It was once I had to take a family member to an appointment. And so I did that in a waiting room, in the afternoon. Great. I did 3 sides. So I do it. It shouldn't be what I think I'm keen to get across is I hope I haven't given the idea that there's this dogma that you must follow, because I don't believe in that at all. And I think that is anti-creativity. And I think for me, this has two purposes. One is a creative one, and one is slightly about sort of like, if you want to say mental health, or like a meditative thing, a well-being thing. And I think it definitely fulfills both those purposes for me. Lately, it's just the way it's rolled. It's tended to be more kind of admin, kind of clearing things out of my mind. It's been quite good for ideation or clarifying thoughts about things that I'm working on. I did a whole thing on YouTube thumbnails the other day, because that was just what I woke up thinking about. It just shows the life of a YouTuber. That's what you wake up thinking about sometimes. So that's what comes out in the morning pages, which can be useful. It can be useful. There's one of my morning pages here is a whole idea for a video that I'll probably never shoot, but the point was I had to process it. It was there, and so it went in my morning pages. But I don't believe in I don't think it should ever be dogmatic, and I don't think it should be a chore. I don't think it feels like something you have to do. If it becomes like that, then I don't know, because I was a little bit like that with meditation when I did transcendental meditation years ago. And I think the minute I reported that back to my the guy who taught me, and I said, look, I don't have the time, it makes me sleepy. He said, well, don't do it then. Just do 10 minutes. When you feel like it, you don't have to do 20 minutes. And I feel like it's the same with this. Yeah, 3 sides is great. There's a definite benefit. It's a breakthrough that happens for me halfway through, where I do feel a certain benefit that I don't get when I've got the conscious thoughts running. But on the other hand, if that's going to cause a problem, like I'm going to miss a train, or I'm not going to do something for somebody when I said I would, or whatever, then that's not there. Then it's not worth it. It's got to fit in, be a part of your life. I feel for me, it's got to be part of my life, and I've been a lot more flexible with it because I thought if I'm not, then I won't do it. And I had a couple of days where, well, I try not to go more than 2 days. So I'll miss a day, but I won't try and miss a second day, if you know what I mean, without doing it. And if on that second day they were like, I'm not sure I'm going to do the 20 minutes, 3 sides, I feel like, okay, well, a page, because that's better than nothing. It keeps me going, it keeps it alive. And I tend to find then the next day I'll do 3 sides. So it's rare. I'll skip more than a day at a time. And it's rare that I won't write 3 sides for, more than 2 days. If I have a day where I do a page, like tomorrow I'll probably do 3 sides, or maybe I'll do another page later on before I go to bed. So I just wanted to say that because someone who still hasn't read Julia Cameron's book, and I probably should, but yeah, I'm not a purist about these things, and I certainly don't do that. So I think, it has great value. I'm going to read that comment. I sort of feel like, yeah, and I did reply and I said, look, I totally hear you, and I don't always have 20 minutes first thing, or even sometimes when I do have the 20 minutes first thing, that's not how I want to spend it. I want to have my breakfast, have a chat to, someone in my family, and then do it, So, yeah, that's how my morning page has been going. It's still going. I'm tempted to move back to A5 paper. I've got an A5 MUJI notebook I made a short about. I'll link to that below or something, which I bought for doing morning pages before I wanted a bigger space, but maybe I'll go back to that. Maybe I'll go back to doing it on A5 and then go up to A4, who knows? But I want to keep it fun. I want to keep it something that I enjoy and I look forward to and I take value out of. And that's the thing is, I don't want to do it if it becomes a chore, or if it feels bound in kind of dogma, So that's what I wanted to share with you very quickly. Thank you for sharing all your comments and I love hearing about your morning pages journey. So wonderful to hear that people have started it after watching videos on this channel, and hope it's going well. Let me know how you're getting on now. If you shared a comment before saying how you're getting on, I'd love to hear from you. So that was just a quick one from me, which has probably now been 10 minutes. I mean, if you worry about my eye line, that's where the fold-out screen is. So thank you for watching the channel. I appreciate your time and your support, and I look forward to seeing you on the next page. Oh, and thanks to Heidi for giving me some wonderful vintage notebooks last night at an event I did, and they're real treasures. I'll share them. They deserve a video. They deserve their own video, not just me flashing them here. Wonderful, wonderful treasures. Thank you for that.